So welcome everyone to the Temple of Consciousness. My name is Ava. I'm now in my tiny little cottage room in Hawaii, the big island of Hawaii. This is a very small portion of paradise. I'm filming here because, again, there's threat of rain outdoors. So I need to film from in here to assure that my equipment doesn't get wet. I have several announcements. I had posted previously the same announcement, but with I didn't think it was thorough enough, so I took that down, and I'm putting this back up as soon as it's done. First of all, I've been through an enormously harrowing experience recently, as you may well know. I am from Sarasota, Florida, where we were hit with 2 hurricanes, and those hurricanes took away my home and my job and my car and even my cat, which led me to start this journey back to Hawaii, where I had come from 15 years prior. I've lived in Lahaina, on Maui, for 15 years prior to the 15 years that I lived in Sarasota. So I felt comfortable making the decision to come back to Hawaii. Just a brief summary for those of you who are new to the channel. After arriving in on Maui, October 30th, I discovered that it would be very, very expensive for me to try to start my life over again on Maui. It's become very difficult financially, and I have to conserve my resources. Whenever you start your life over, it's very important to have a financial security. So I decided to come here to the Big Island because the rents were at least a little bit more reasonable. This little room that I'm renting here, and I've showed you in a video the outside of the house, and I gave you a glimpse of the inside of the house, is only $600 a month. And so it permits me to at least conserve my money for the 6-month period that I signed the lease for. Now, my first announcement is that many of you donated to me to help me make this transition. And I want to express my deepest appreciation for all of you. Thank you very much. But there were a few of you who decided to actually make that donation in the form of a reading request from me. This was about near the end of October, and perhaps even into the beginning of November. But due to the fact that I had so many emails coming in and I was in transition, it was very difficult for me to keep track of all that was going on in the emails. So I have been unable to retrack exactly those of you who requested a reading from me. So I'm asking you now if you would be kind enough to email me at grandcentralhealing@gmail.com, and I'll leave a link below in the description box, and tell me when you ordered, and just leave me your email associated with that order, and I'll look it up, and I'll get to that reading as soon as I can. Now, we are, oh, by the way, happy post-Thanksgiving. I have a lot to be thankful for myself, just to be in this tiny little place, but in a very paradisical environment is a blessing, and I'm very, very grateful for it. But because I've only recently become sort of settled, it's too late for me to do the December readings. I do 12 videos, one for each star zodiac sign, forecasting for the month ahead. And since I can't do that, what I've decided to do is to forecast for January 2025. But in addition, I'm also going to do a yearly forecast, including both the astrological aspects I think are important, and a tarot reading about those aspects, or in addition to bringing in more spiritual information, and to help my channel and to help me reinvent what I'm doing here. I will provide those yearly forecasts on my Patreon page for a very nominal sum, just to help create a financial base for myself so that I can be creative, inspired, and motivated to bring you as clear and insightful forecasts as I can. I want to thank every one of you for being here with me during this phase of my journey. I live here in this house with several other tenants and the landlord. The landlord is very kind and has helped me incredibly to orient myself. I showed you that I bought a car, which thankfully is in working order. I have to learn how to drive it because the car I had before was much smaller, and the dimensions of it are hard for me to be comfortable with right away. So as soon as that happens, I will explore even more. For instance, my landlord yesterday took me to an incredible waterfall, Akaka waterfall. Oh, I'd say about 45 minutes from here and about a half an hour from Hilo. And I have a camera, but it may have happened during the transition, but the battery needs to be replaced. And out here on these islands, when you order things on Amazon, they take quite a bit longer to get here. But it is a very efficient way to get products that you can't get on the island. So I'm waiting on the batteries for my camera. And then I will be able to deliver more beautiful film and photos of this magnificent island. But yesterday, I also wanted to mention something else. Yesterday, a friend of mine sent me a video of a psychologist who was talking about a book that he had read by a nurse who attends people who are dying. And the book was about what she found that people who are in a state of progressive end of life, especially when it's premature, brought on by disease, testify that their greatest regret in life is that they were not able to express themselves as they are, as they genuinely are. That they were living inauthentically. And it occurred to me that we are unable to express what we really feel at the moment that we're feeling it. We disguise it. We want to be accepted. We want to be loved. We don't want others to reject us. So we conform to social norms, socially accepted behaviors, emotions, feelings, and we suppress our true feelings, our true desires, and our true needs. The tarot and astrology are meant to realign us with our true selves, our true purpose, our true feelings, our true desires, so that we don't live inauthentically. At this moment in my life, I'm 72 years old. And I've just gone through a very traumatic experience, losing everything that's precious to me, or that I thought was precious to me. And I'll give you a real life example of how I'm feeling. I'm an athlete. I'm a yoga instructor, and I've been athletic my whole life. So it's very important for me to use my body to exercise. And I live very remotely out here, and so I decided to take up jogging again. So I get up in the morning, and there's a beautiful street not far from here that I run on. And during my runs, I'm flooded with the emotions of the moment, to where I'm crying uncontrollably. At the end of which, I have an immense sense of relief and I feel I've cleaned my soul. It's very important for us to feel sadness, grief, disappointment and regret over things that have happened to us in a very genuine way. If we don't do that, I believe that those feelings become the catalyst for disease, dis-ease, uneasiness, physical uneasiness, translated into diseases, handicaps, and I think even accidents, which one would think would be unrelated to our feelings and emotions. But we live in a world that's completely connected. We are not isolated from the world. And what we feel inside is expressed in the events on the outside. So it's incredibly important for us to be real, not only with others, but with ourselves. To feel what we're feeling and let it be. When you look at a child, when you look at a baby, you see the baby crying, you see the baby laughing, moment to moment. They don't restrict their feelings. They let it flow through them. This is the way that the child retains its health, its integrity. Children are real, genuine. We learn to suppress, we learn to become inauthentic. And right now in my life, I fluctuate from experiencing intense joy, gratitude, and sadness. Sadness for the things I've lost, sadness for the friends I've had to leave behind, worry and trepidation over what I need to do in order to restart. Thankfully, I'm very healthy physically, thankfully. And I want to even become more healthy and physically strong so that I can help others and show them that it's not impossible to age and still be vibrant, alive, excited about life. That's always been my mission through my yoga practice. And I want to continue to do that on an even greater scale. But I want to do it now not only by teaching physical classes in a place as I was in Siesta Key, but through the internet, so that I can reach a broader audience. And this entails learning a new technology for me, learning the, I've had the camera that I'm going to be using for years, and I've never really used it, which is probably why the battery is not working. But regardless, I'm going to learn how to do it. I'm going to learn the technology, and I'm going to present to you, maybe through Zoom, my yoga classes, as well as these astro tarot forecasts. I want to learn as I'm going, as I'm teaching. That will make the experience for me spiritually transformative. I simply want to express to you that it's all right to have human feelings. It's not unspiritual to have human feelings and to let those feelings invade you, even overtake you. Let it show. Because those feelings will then purify you so that you can transform into a higher state of mind and state of being. That is what I want you and me to experience together. That's my mission now. So let's end it there and reiterate here at the end, for those of you who have ordered a reading from me and you haven't received it yet, I haven't been able to find your emails to respond to you and to give you those readings. And if you see this, please, I'll provide the link below to my email. Email me and let me know, and I'll get to it as soon as possible. Meanwhile, I'm waiting on a beautiful mat, a yoga mat, that I ordered on Amazon. It might be here in the coming week. And I've ordered all other things that will help me to bring these videos outdoors when it isn't raining or threatening to rain. Remember, I'm on the wet side of Hawaii, the Big Island, and when they say it's the rainy side, they know what they're talking about. I have to kind of gauge when I can go out because I don't want to jeopardize my equipment. And so please have patience. I have an enormous workload coming up for December in preparation for the readings in January. So I think that's a nice summary of what I had on my mind. So thank you very, very much for your patience, your kindness, your generosity. And if you can continue to support me in any way, financially or spiritually, through your messages and emails, I want to thank you from the deepest part of my heart. Thank you. Namaste. Till the next time we meet.